Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you how to make a Marvel's Black Widow build guide for Baldur's Gate 3. So this was a request and I was thinking on this one for a while, but Black Widow is going to be a monk to start off, and I'm going to be throwing in a multi-class to this as well. So we're going to start off as the monk and we're going to go with our ability score set this way. So one of the strongest versions of the monk will actually drop its strength, but I'm going to show you, I guess, two different combinations that we could go with. Wisdom is the other main stat of the monks. We want to have that high because we have the wisdom-based defense from picking the monk. So typically we would want something like this, roughly, depending on where we're at in the game. Later on in the game, you can just take your strength down all the way, and we're going to pump every other stat up a little bit more. So we can go with something like this, or if you want, you can go higher with your dexterity. Either one of these is going to be powerful, so we can go with that. And we want to have at least at 16. It's going to help out with armor class and initiative, which is huge for the monk. So that's what we're going to go with strength drop, but we can go with the other stats. Now, strength potions or the strength gauntlets are very effective for the monk. They should be the one in your party that uses them because they get the most out of it. And the reason strength potions are so strong is because of Tavern Brawler, which I'm going to get into. So here is our level 2. We get on our movement, plus 3 meters movement speed when we're not wearing armor. And then we get the bonus actions, patient defense, dash, and disengage, which is nice, but we're going to get those another way as well later on. Now, as far as our subclass goes, Way of the Open Hand is by far the best. Way of the Shadow does have some, merit for just the ability to, roleplay as Black Widow. It's not the best, though. I think that the Way of the Open Hand is actually much stronger, but the Way of the Shadow is a consideration you can go with because you're going to be able to teleport to different spots, and then you get the Shadow Art Hide, which won't use a chi point to hide. And then you also get Silence, which is nice, but I'm going to go Way of the Open Hand. You can go either way here. This one's just more powerful because you get the bonus action Flurry of Blows Topple, which it can get pretty strong. I'm going to show you how it can deal upwards of like 60 damage. So Way of the Open Hand is very powerful. You get the push. You can push a meter, target 5 meters. You can stagger them. They can't take reactions or knock them prone. So 3 great options there. We also deflect missiles, 1d10 plus dexterity modifier plus monk level. And damage is reduced to 0, use a key point to deflect the missile. It's pretty nice. So the monk's actually a very overpowered class that people don't talk about enough. At level 4, though, we get ourselves a feat, and we get another chi point and slow fall, gain resistance to fall damage, which is good because we jump around a lot as a monk. So next, we're going to get into our first feat, which I think that the best thing to go with is Tavern Brawler here, and we can take our Constitution up to 16. So that's why I wanted to select that as the odd numbered stat, because we get that +1, which now gives us a Constitution modifier +3. So what does Tavern Brawler do? It increases your damage and attack rolls by your strength modifier twice. That's pretty much broken. So with a strength potion at end game, that gives us +20 or a +8 to our strength check. So that's +16 to attack rolls and damage rolls. So pretty powerful. That just flat out increases your damage and hit chance, so you're not going to miss and you're going to hit hard. So level 5, we get the extra attack. You also get Stunning Strike, which can stun the target on armed attacks. Additional chi point. Then you get your race trait as well. So also level 6, we get ourselves the Key Empowered Strikes, which allows us to hit through physical resistances. So if a creature is resistant to physical, we can hit it as a magical attack, so that's even nice. Movement speed increased by 4.5 meters. We're not going to wear armor for this build. It's just better this way. And then we also have the Manifestation of Body, Mind, and Soul that we can use. And Wholeness of Body, regain half our key points and gain a state of wholeness. We regain key points, have an extra bonus action, which is nice because we can use that to use Topple of Blows, which is very strong. At level 7, we get ourselves Evasion. You can dodge out of the way of certain spells. You do a Dexterity saving throw, no damage if you succeed, and half if you fail. And Stillness of Mind, so if you get Charmed, you'll automatically cast Stillness of Body, regain your chi points, and then remove it. And same with Frightened, which can completely debilitate your character, so that's a nice backup to have. Level 8, we get another chi point, and we get our feat, so we can go ahead here, and there's really 2 different ways we can go about this, because, yeah, like, this is an interesting one. If we have the Hags here, I would recommend taking your Wisdom up to 18, and then Mirror of Loss to take it up to 20. That's kind of the optimal way to do it, is having high Wisdom, but for us, we're going to take Dexterity up. This is going to increase our armor class. Alternatively, you can pump it all into wisdom, because both of these are going to increase armor class. Dexterity will increase your initiative, though, so it's quite nice to have, but we'll just pretend that's a 20 for the sake of this, because this is, I took it on a different stat for this character in particular. Now, the basic unarmed, or advanced unarmed movement gives you movement an extra 6 meters, and difficult terrain doesn't slow you down. This is a level 9 capstone, kind of where things basically end for the open hand monk. What's nice about this is you get key restoration punch, so key resonation punch, so you can make your you can hit it with this, and this is an action. It resonates the key with their body, and then here you can do key resonation blast. So this detonates the key and hits a creature and anyone within 5 meters of it. Notice this does not use an action or a bonus action, so you can hit them with this and then explode it there and hit everyone with it. It's actually pretty strong. So yeah, we'll take that, level 9. Now, at level 10, you do get the increased movement speed by 6 meters, but resistance to poison, that's not the best that we can do, though. We're going to head in Rogue, because I think Rogue fits the Black Widow vibe of this as well. So, with this, we have sneak attack and ranged attack, which is not very useful here. We do get extra abilities there you can choose. Acrobatics fits for this one. And then we get our cunning actions, so these don't use chi points. Use these over the monk version. And then finally, at level 3, we get ourselves another bonus action. So what's nice about this is we can use that for our open hand strikes. So we just straight up are going to be attacking more. This is one of the best multi-classes in the game, so it's very suiting that Black Widow is going to be quite strong with it. So extra bonus action. Some people like assassin, but the extra bonus action works perfectly with the open hand monk for the flurry of blows. So our typical way about going about things would be to do a key resonation punch. Talking about gear too, we actually have some really nice options. Armor class 18 is not fantastic, but we can change things around if we want a bit of a higher armor class. I recommend always having the gloves of soul catching though once you get them. Unarmed attacks do 1d10 of force damage. That's huge because not many things resist force damage. We also get, when we do an unarmed attack per turn, 10 health point regeneration. Or you can gain advantage on attack rolls and saving throws until the end of your next turn. So that's really nice as well. And this also gives us a +2 to Constitution, which is also quite fantastic. So we get our Constitution up to 18 there. Now, I'm not using the best armor in slot. I just picked this one to make it look like the armor of Black Widow would wear. We can go like the Vest of Soul Rejuvenation to give us health regeneration on attacks, and the wearer can use a reaction to make an unarmed strike against any other attacker that misses. That's really good. We want that. +2 armor class alongside that, so that's actually really great synergy. They go together. You kind of want to have both of these on at all times as a monk. The Deathstalker Mantle kind of fits this vibe because when we take out an enemy, we become invisible for 2 turns, and that just fits the Black Widow vibe. I like the Mask of Soul Perception, gain +2 in attack rolls, initiative rolls, and perception checks. So, increased initiative, obviously that's very important. Being able to move first and take out your enemies is one of the best things you can do. Now, I think that even using the Constitution Amulet can be really useful here late game, because 135 health is very useful, and you're going to be a little bit squishier in some other classes that don't, that have higher armor classes. Now, I like the Killer Sweetheart for the attack roll to be a critical. It just suits the vibe of an assassin like Black Widow. And then also the Ring of Jumping. That's not really the best in slot. Ring of Regeneration can be a little bit better, but if you need increased jump, that's pretty good because the monk can jump a lot. Can jump pretty far. So I also like to have the Dead Shot. So you can have this as a ranged weapon, but the number you need to hit to roll a critical hit is reduced by 1, so that can be a nice option as well. And if you want to throw something, the Lightning Jabber is actually a really good throwing weapon that will benefit from our Tavern Brawler. So even if you run out of things to do, you can also just throw. It's another option that you got. But the typical way about going things would be Key Resonation Punch, so we do that, resonate our key with the target, and then what we do is also critical striker there. Whenever that happens, you can use Key Resonation Blast and it'll hit everyone in the surrounding area, and then you can go around with your topple blows. So 68 damage, that's what I was saying, really powerful. And this is a bonus action. We have 2 bonus actions, and then also we can have 3 bonus actions. So boom boom boom, 68 times 3, and then you also have your main attacks. unarmed strike, things like that. So you have a lot. You can even just do unarmed strikes, and they're very powerful as well. So you got a lot of options here that are very effective, and you can do a lot with this build. This is the Black Widow build for Baldur's Gate 3. So this was a request. Again, if you have any requests for video build guides that you'd like to see, please let me know, because I enjoy doing these. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. And if this video helped, please hit the subscribe button below. I'll see you in the next one.